Good morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time of day you're watching this video. My name, as always, is Alex, and today we are talking umbrella project for April, and that project is self-efficacy. But what is, you might ask, self-efficacy? You should ask it right now. What is it? It is self-efficacy is basically believing in yourself, but not just believing in yourself, but believing in the things that you believe in to your core. So asking yourself, is this what I want to do? Not looking for others to influence you. So what is self-efficacy? There we go. We're going to answer it again. Perfect. Self-efficacy is a skill that takes practice. Just like any of the things in the Umbrella Project, it is a skill that you need to practice to make perfect, or to make progress, as they say these days, because no one's ever perfect. Whoop. So self-efficacy is the belief that you can succeed at something. The feeling that we have control over the events that affect our lives. So the things that are going on in our life, we can't control those things all the time, but we can control how we respond to those things. The feeling of trust in our abilities to manage different situations. Trust that you have the skills to make it through those difficult days, because trust me, you do. Very cool. And if you don't, then talk to your teacher and we can work on those skills together. Don't you worry. Whoop, 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 because you're not alone in this. It is an individual's confidence in their motivation, skills, and course of action needed to complete a goal. So it is all about you trusting and believing in yourself that you can succeed in these things. Why does self-efficacy matter, and how does it help us? That is a very good question, Alex. I'm going to answer it right now. Our self-efficacy determines which goals we strive for. Which ones do we want? Do I really want to play soccer at recess, or would I rather practice my dancing? That is what it comes down to. And how much energy we put towards that goal. It's like we're channeling all of our energy powers towards these goals. And the likelihood that we will succeed in them. If we don't think we can do something, we are unlikely to give that task our time and energy, and therefore we are unlikely to succeed at the task. It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you go into something telling yourself that you're going to fail at it, then most likely you're not going to try your hardest to succeed at that thing. Self-efficacy is a big part of our motivation to try something, and this skill gets stronger the more we overcome those difficult situations and challenges relating to that goal. So basically, it's like if you really want to be good at fishing in a video game, the more you fish in that video game, the more your skill level improves, and the more your character in that game gets better at fishing. That's real life. The more you practice something, the more you put into something, the easier it's going to be to overcome those challenges in the future when you're faced with a similar challenge. As our self-efficacy increases, we feel a greater sense of control in our lives, and we are more likely to achieve our dreams. So the more you tell yourself that you are in control, that you have the power to decide what you do in every single interaction, the better you're going to be at solving those things. I'm on a side tangent right here. It's a little side thing right here, right? And when that email went off, you could hear the email sound in the video. I bet you your teacher looked at their computer right now to see if they got an email. It was just my email. But here's a little side tangent, okay? I actually forgot what the side tangent was. We're going to work on that. Oh, yes, okay. Brilliant. I used to work in youth corrections. I used to work in behavioral classrooms for kids that really had a lot of difficult things going on in their lives, right? And I would tell them that they are in control of all of their actions. They're not free from the consequences of those actions. I would say, you guys, right now, could just go and you could punch me right now in the face if you wanted, if you wanted to. There, you have that power, you have that control, you have that self-efficacy. But if you do that, then there will be consequences. And the idea behind self-efficacy is reminding yourself constantly that you are in control of what you do in any situation. And that is powerful to have. Research-based outcomes of self-efficacy. We always love to relate back to official documentation, all that stuff, and if you'd like, I can list all of the source documents in here, but literally all this information is coming right from the board-approved umbrella project stuff. But it can lead to higher marks, because if you believe in yourself, then of course you're going to get higher marks. It can help us stay motivated. If you believe in yourself, if you are focused and motivated, then of course you're going to stay motivated on that task. It improves skill development in areas like sports, music, and math, because if you keep telling yourself that you can do it, then you're going to improve quicker and become better at it. It improves your confidence and your ability to succeed. Of course, you're going to be more successful and you're going to have more confidence if you believe in yourself. It increases how happy we feel in our lives. Because when you live for your own goals and your own mission and the things that make you passionate, not what other people want you to do, you can find true happiness. It helps us persist. It helps us get through those difficult problems, because if you are constantly telling yourself that you can do this, then you will get through those difficult times. How to make your story, because remember, you are the main character in your story of life. One of self-efficacy. So self-efficacy is believing in ourselves and trusting in our abilities. Stories of self-efficacy involve people working towards their goals, their dreams, their confidence, and feeling that they have control. They have direct control over what happens in their life. You have control. If you want to be a better soccer player, then at recess you practice soccer. You don't listen to anybody else who's saying, no, soccer's, shouldn't be playing soccer. You don't want to play soccer. You really don't want to do that. You listen to your heart. You listen to yourself. It sets small goals so that all those small goals work up to a bigger one of success. As they work hard and accomplish those small goals, it gives them that more confidence to work harder to get to those bigger goals. And without self-efficacy, they would be much more likely to give up. So if you don't believe that you can succeed, when you're faced with a problem, you will stop working at it. But if you do believe that you can succeed, then you'll keep working at it. Numero 6. I'm sorry, actually, we're going to go back because I like to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to go back. Oh, we can't go back in this recording. That's okay. We'll worry about that later. All right, themes. So the things that you can work towards, things that you can think of when you think of self-efficacy is confidence, believing in yourself, perseverance, pushing through those hard situations, overcoming obstacles. And we're not talking physical obstacles. We might be if you're working on obstacle courses. We're talking about those little stumbling blocks that get in the way. You get a poor mark on your math test. It doesn't mean you give up on math forever. It just means that you know where you need to work harder. Believing in yourself. Easier said than done. But if you are looking into yourself about the things that actually matter, it's easier to believe in yourself because you know what it is that you want to work on and what you want to achieve. Breaking down goals into smaller, little, manageable parts. If you break there's a famous, it's like a very famous Buddhist quote. It says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And what that means is don't look at the massive overarching goal in life. Don't think, oh, I want to be the head of neurosurgery at McMaster University Hospital thing. Think, I want to get really good on the science test. And then if you keep working at those small goals, one day you can achieve your big one. Determination. Stay determined. Work towards that goal. Don't let other people tell you your goals are dumb. Just keep working at it. empowerment, believe that you have the power to achieve these things. Because spoilers, you do. Last, this is my challenge for you. I want you to name your strength that can help you get through a rainy day. It could be something like being funny, being grateful, being good at sharing how you feel. But I want you to think of one of those things. And then I want you to think about how you can share that strength with others in a helpful way. Awesome. My name, as always, is Alex. I'm telling you guys to have yourself a wonderful day. If you need any help, if you have any questions or concerns about your life, please check the description or in the video below. It'll have a whole bunch of helpful resources that you can access to get help, because I love you guys. You guys are wonderful and brilliant human beings, and you have control over what happens to you. You have control over how you react to what happens to you. Because we don't always have control over what happens, but we can always have control over how we react. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Adios. Au revoir.